Hi and welcome to the second game in the Gates of Westridge tournament. I'm facing the Empire. To go through his list, he have a unit of a horde of halberdiers in the corner to the left, a cannon behind that. Then he have a flying character on a peg, the normal 1-up reroll armor save sword of might build. You have a bunker of swordmen with level 4 of beast, level 1 of beast, a battle standard bearer. To that swordman unit you have 10 detachment of crossbows. Then behind that forest you have a unit of greatsword with his archlector, the general, in it. You have the armor of meteoric iron, so 1-up save for him. In that forest he has some outriders, they are called. So here is my list. I have to the left my questing knights with the full command and the character wall and all that good stuff. Then I have a unit of 50 spearmen with shields and my level 1. Then I have a unit of 9 realm with the 2 character in it who gonna shoot forward, hopefully putting pressure on his left flank and hopefully avoiding the greatsword for the whole game. The mounted fast cab moves up a bit in vanguard. I have my archer on the hill. I don't know what to do with them, so I just drop them there. I have my level 4 hiding behind the hill, afraid of his cannon. And here is my other flank. I vanguarded up my fast cab to be behind cover, and he vanguarded his pistoliers forward a bit. And if you want a closer look on my army list, I have a link to a separate video for this whole tournament in the description below. Well, Bretonnia gets the first turn, so here you can see I just pushes up. I'm not really afraid of his combat units because he has so slow moving units, he will not get charges on me, and except for the greatswords, they cannot really do much damage to me either. So yeah, I pushes up. You can see the small template in the middle. That's a scenario objective that if you have a character with a magic weapon within 6 inches at the end of the game, you get 500 extra victory points. Here is my other flank. Don't do much here. I move my peasant cab up a bit. The enchantress in range to throw some spell at the pistoliers out on this flank. And well, I do just that. The enchantress throw, I don't know if it was Searing Doom maybe, and make them have to take panic test, and they run off the board. So for the Empire turn, he pretty much stays still in his corner. His character flies up like that. Well, magic, he didn't have much to toss at me. Shooting, it didn't do much damage. 1 knight maybe, not much. But anyways, so Bretonnia's second turn. You can see in this picture, it's kind of out of focus to the left. My questing knights make it into that halberdier unit. And the thing is, very unfortunately for me, my knight's realm have to roll 5 dice. And I roll a 1, a 1, a 1, and a 2, and a 2. I could remove one of the ones because I was swift stride, but it didn't make the charge, so I roll under 9 with 5 dice. Think about that, and right about that, I know my Knights of the Realm were in a very shitty position. And you can see there my peasant fast cab actually did something good. They flank charge his outriders. His outrider chooses to flee. They jump over the greatsword and bounces all the way off the board. And that's it for my movement. Well, so of course, questing knights make short work of that halberdier block. Um, but unfortunately, I only rolled 5 on my overruns, so I didn't hit that cannon. And the problem you will see in next turn, I put out the enchantress in the open to hopefully toss some spell at his character. Didn't do anything. I took a wound on him with my archers. But that's it for the Bretonnians' second turn. Well, it looks here as I have got enough Savage Beast in the bubble, and that might explain why I so easily broke his Empire halberdiers, but I think I would have won that combat anyways. But yeah, you can also see here his character have flank charged my big block of spearmen, and hopefully in the long run I will hopefully manage to take him down. And well, as you can see here is generally how my battle line, how he moves up. His swordman swifts around, and his greatsword pushes up, and his crossbowman reforms a bit, and yeah, that's it for his movement. In the magic phase, he gets off curse on my questing knight, and I think Wisdom's wild form on his swordsman. And nothing to say here. The cannon goes, hit my enchantress, I failed my ward save, and the enchantress is dead, and he received 545, now 645 points in that one cannon shot. Yeah, it hurts. In this combat, he kills my champion. I think I lost this combat, but I stick and then I reform to face him. Well, here is the Bretonnians turn 3. Because I have the curse on the questing knights, I decided to just charge out a paladin on his cannon. That should be enough, right? And then face my questing knight towards his swordsman. My realm lance tried to make it into his first his crossbowmen. They fled off the board. Then I tried to redirect into his swordsman. I don't think I needed too much, but I failed it and just stumbled forward a bit. I then toss my fast cav in front of his swordman, because either if I get off the bubble savage beast now, I can let him charge directly, or if I don't get it, I can hopefully let him kill my fast cav and then overrun into my questing knight. So that is the plan. I do the genius move to 6 dice bubble savage beast, and it gets off without miscast, so I get that spell up. Well, my paladin actually charges out of the unit, suffering wounds from dangerous terrain test, gets into the cannon and flub. He didn't do anything. I win by a charge. He's leadership 6 reroll. He sticks, and yeah, that's it for that combat. In this combat, he killed my damsel. I win this combat, and he sticks around. Since I have this savage beast up, I flee with my peasant fast cav in his turn 3, and let his greatsword get into my knights, and hopefully I will just grind them down. If you don't get off too many buff, I think I have a pretty good chance of just grinding them down, especially if I can get my peasant spearman in the flank of his greatsword later. Here you can see that he pushes up his crossbowman to try to block my questing knights from charge. and nothing more in this side. Okay, then, so this is after combat. We can start with the spearman. I think he killed 3 of them. I did nothing to him. I win. He sticks. In the combat with the greatsword, I strike with my paladin in the challenge with his archlector. He have the speculum. I think I do 2 wounds to him, even though because I have a high strength and 5 attacks. He strikes back, do 1 wound to me. I killed a lot of great swords. I don't think he did much to me, even though we have wild form and stuff on him. And you can see up in the left corner, my paladin have not yet to kill that cannon. It still sticks. I think I did kill 1 dude this round, but come on. It's ridiculous. A Bretonnia Lord should definitely be able to beat down Empire crewmen in a single combat. So Bretonnians turn 4. We actually had to call over the TO to ask about discharge to be able, if my questing knight could make it. We measure it, and actually they could, so that's good. So my question knight is into his what's they called, swordman, and his crossbow will do the support charge later. Not sure what to do with this guy, but they move up anyway, just to get closer to his line. And then my cell phone die, so we go over to night vision mode. And here is my spearman breaking his lord, getting into the flank of his greatsword, which is very nice, and hopefully I will manage to break those greatswords soon. And you can see here, in this combat I do some wounds. I think I win this. He is steadfast, and you can see thankfully my paladin, Solodin, have actually managed to kill his cannon, and that's very nice. Yeah, in this combat none of us really did many damage to each other. We just grind a bit. So for the Empire, turn 5, I think. He's captain on peg, rallies. And in combat it's a big grind. I lose some guys, he lose some guys, but everybody sticks. Here is actually Bretonnian turn 6. I have actually rear charged his hero to stop him from flank charging my knights. We are fighting there in that combat. I think after his general kills my paladin, he challenged with his archlector. I take with my lord kills him, and I win this combat once again. And he is stubborn, but only leadership 8, and his battle standard bear is out of range. In the final turn, here is he breaking my knights up there. I think I had actually rear charged him with my last remaining peasant cav, but in the end that only ended up being he killed them pretty easy. He got off some spells on him, so I lost a lance and the peasant fast cav there. Well, final picture of the game, and here is me not breaking his great swords, but his great sword managed to kill the remaining of my knights. His captain goes in the middle, take that objective, and it ended up being a loss for the good guys, the Bretonnia. Unfortunately, the Empire won with I think it's 14-6 if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, it was a fun game. I think the failed charge did a lot. Also, me being too eager with my level 4, taking her out before the cannon was actually killed. You can have a count on a Bretonnia lands to actually make a shot. It doesn't matter what our movement is. We just no. We failed. Yeah, but it was a fun game. A nice guy. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you have any question, feel free to ask them. I will answer them below as soon as I can. Feel free to like and start subscribing if you haven't already. Have a nice one.